Good motherfucking morning. What's up, everybody? How we doing? New computer, same camera, same microphone, same whatever this thing is. My screen is flashing. I don't know why that is. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Give me a break. Cut me some slack. I'm still figuring out. Should we let the chest hair out today? Go Bucks. Go Bucks. I need a taller chair too. I need a taller chair. I'm gonna move this down a little bit. Yeah, I look too small. There we go. Now I have a bigger presence. You know what I mean? Now I command the room. How we doing? What's up? Bang, W new PC. Let's go. Not a new PC. I went with a Mac. And I know some of my followers and the people that I like and respect their opinions when it comes to tech. I know they're not happy with me. And to that I say I don't know what I say. I say I do whatever the fuck I want. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a Mac guy. I don't know what to tell you. I'm a Mac guy. There's pros and cons to both, I'm sure, but I stuck with a Mac. I got a new Mac laptop. Mine was 5 years old. I had 256 gigabytes of storage, gigabytes, megabytes, which one's more? I forget. And I doubled the storage, but most importantly, I have more memory. I think it used to be called RAM. I have more memory now. So I have 18 gigabytes. I paid $200 extra for this. So the cheapest Mac was like $15.99. I paid like $18.99, $1,900. So out the door with tax, everything was like $2,000. I think that's okay. I mean, I needed something. It was getting real bad. You know what I mean? It was getting bad. So I think that's okay. We're streaming. We're smooth. Obviously, the Wi-Fi. I'm still at my mom's house. I'm going to be here for probably another month or so, on and off. Probably have to go. I might have to go back to New York this weekend for work. We'll see. But if not, we'll be. I'm so upset. The Bucks game. First of all, yay Bucks winning division. Yay Bucks winning the division. I am so upset that the Bucks game is on a Monday night. That is the only night I cannot attend. But you know what? I'm not that upset. I'm not that upset because I'll be honest with you. I mean, going to a Bucks game at home would be very fun. I haven't been to a game in a long time. But Baker is hurt, and the Bucks look really bad. I mean, they scored nine points against the Panthers. Granted, the Panthers didn't score, but the Panthers can't score against anybody. They couldn't score against the Jags. I think there is a legitimate chance that even though the Eagles are in fucking some unexplainable funk, or maybe they're just bad, there's still a good chance that they just beat the shit out of the Bucks. There just is. Good morning, Noah. Yeah, Fat Girls. Poke over 4 catches. He has a DJ. Don't worry, they'll cook the moose shit Eagles. I don't think so. Otherwise, Lions Rams would have been Monday night. Yeah, should we do a little NFL recap before we start? Jake Steak is on his flight to Houston. W Steak. Going to the game. He says his Wi-Fi spotty. I saw his bets. I have thoughts. Here's what the plan is. Current feelings on Eagles' future. Not good. Yeah, let me answer some questions first. I'm trying to think of a new format. I want a little bit more structure for the stream moving forward. I think everybody's okay with that. Somebody commented last week as I was eating my 3 eggs over hard, which I didn't know that was a thing. I accidentally cooked them over hard. They said, DJ, we're not here to watch you eat breakfast. And I think I responded a little snarky because I was like, hey man, give me a fucking break. Because I have to work. I got to walk my dog. I try to get in a run. I got shit to do. And I'm trying to do this stream for an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours for myself and for you guys. But you know what? He's got a point because I'm not that guy. Yeah, but you know what? He's got a point. He's got a point. He does. And that's the thing in life. I will always try to take in criticism and feedback. I will. So I think he's got a point. You know what? You don't want to hear me smacking on some fucking eggs in the morning. I get it. Although I do have to eat because sometimes if I ran out of time, I would just skip it. But then I get gassed, like legitimately faded. So especially if I run, I'm burning cows, bro. Burning cows. So anyways, I literally just finished my eggs. I got my plate. My plate's on the floor. I just finished my eggs, 2 scrambled, and a banana, 1 cup of coffee. But I'm going to try to have more structure in the show. The start time will vary because if I can start earlier, my mornings just depend. Like sometimes I got to wake up. I got to deal with some shit. I got to deal with some leases. I got to deal with some emails. I got to deal with some fucking clients. How the open houses go, blah, blah, blah. Real estate's a weird job. But sometimes I can start early, but I always want to at least make sure that we can fit in what we want to talk about. There has to be a little point of rambling. I think it makes the show a little unique. And I like fucking around with everybody in here too. Just take 10 minutes to yourself and eat. I bet you'll feel better than eating on stream. Fair enough. But Viz, my whole point is sometimes I don't have the time unless I start late. We're not here to hear about your structure. Fair enough. So anyways, a little bit more structure. So I think right off the bat, I'm going to try to think of a structure or a format going into the stream of what we're going to talk about, and I'll tweet it. But I like to know what you guys want to talk about first. Everybody wants to discuss the national championship, as do I. I have a lot of thoughts, and I want to talk about it at great length. But I do think, Fat Girls and everybody else, should we talk the NFL? The NFL is very top of mind right now. What's up, Josh Allen's cock? Natty NFL recap. Yep. Did you watch Bills Dolphins? I had a blast watching it. I did. All right. So let's do NFL recap. Let's do that. NFL Week 18 recap. Let's put it in the banner. David Banner. Let's do that. What do you think about that? W chest hair. Thanks. I could give you a little bit more if you wanted to. Fat Girl's too much power. No, not too much. But I think he's a voice of reason. I'm Abby Cock today. Yeah, you are. Good for you. I forgot I had Bills over 10.5 wins. W. I didn't realize I was invested. Book Fat Girls mod. Boot Fat Girls mod. Is Fat Girls a mod? Fat Girls should be a mod if he's not already. I think Fat Girls has earned it. Let's see. How do I make Fat Girls a mod? I don't even know. Follow, invite. Oh, should I follow you? How do I make you a mod? Block Fat Girls, report Fat Girls. Do the NFL first. He is the only mod, maybe. I run this stream. bro, I'm a mod. Oh, you are? My wife is watching. Then she left with the kids once you open your shirt. Thanks a lot, DJen. Sorry about that. What the fuck is Bronim, bro? What is Bronim? Let's talk the NFL recap. Total points, season under. Some great, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do NFL futures bets recaps tomorrow because we do have some stuff to talk about today with the national championship. But great result in my favorite season future. Seahawks to miss the playoffs. Thank you, Green Bay Packers. The Packers did me so many solids, except when I faded them with 2 units on Jaren Hall. That was very stupid. Packers over 7.5 wins, 3 units. Favorite or largest win to season total bet came through. W's. Seahawks to miss the playoffs at a plus price, 2 units. My favorite one, I pitched it on JJ Gruden's stream. I pitched it on Steffi Smalls' stream. I pitched it on Book It with Trent stream. What the fuck was that? What was that? Why am I offline? Am I offline? Am I offline or am I here? I'm here. It says offline. I'm here. Oh no. What was that? That was really weird. Oh no. Is somebody fucking with me? You get the TikTok camera? Bring back the balloons, please. Now you can do effects with your hands. What? No, you can't. Chinese weather balloon? Oh my god, dude, don't fuck with me like that. Mac picking up your thumbs and celebrating you? What? No way. No way. What? I don't know. What's another thing you do with your hands? Oh my god. You guys are seeing this, right? I don't know what that is. How did I do the balloons? How did I do the balloons? I'm trying to fly. Will it make me a bird? Make me a bird, fly far, far away? Dude, what the fuck? So much for structure. Try the air trumpet. No. No. Wow. Wow. That is cool. Holy shit. Try to do the gritty. Come on, camera. Didn't it do something last time? That is so cool. Looked like you was at the game trying to start the wave. That was wild. Okay, let's talk some recap because we're going to run out of time. And I want to talk about peace sign. No. Come on, fucking Mac. That was so cool. He's too close to the camera. What's going on? Wow. I did a red X. Red X. Hook. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. That is really cool. Didn't work for Shaggy on their stream. Oh my God, that is so cool. Okay, sorry. We're getting distracted. I apologize. All right, let's talk. Bro threw up the crypt. I used to be able to. Remember, you could spell blood. You guys spell blood. B O O O D. You guys remember that? You guys remember spelling blood? I'm going to send you an article of all these visual arts you can do. Wow. Are we in mom's room? Well, no. Mom's house, my room. That says bold. Oh, maybe it does. Throw up blood with my hands. Hands with a Z. Okay, let's get into it. Wow, that was really cool. That says bold is very funny. All right, NFL recap. Dejan found dead in my. Oh no, why? What's wrong with that? Is your mom's crib in Florida? Yes. Bro is crippin'. Jesus. Gang signs in your mom's house. Yeah, is that a gang sign? Blood? Oh, I guess you're not supposed to do that. I didn't even realize that. Yeah. I mean, they don't tell you that part when you're fucking in middle school, you know? Bro, it's cold as fucking and why? Yeah, I bet. Although I might have to go this weekend. All right. Watch it have crazy blood sign. That would be wild. All right, we gotta lock in. Everybody lock in. NFL recap. Can we talk about some things? I'm gonna go over the board yesterday. You know what? I'm not gonna look at the Oh no, Switch gonna ban me for doing that? Oh, that would suck. DJ, you know any cool spots in Bonita Springs? No, I've never been to Bonita Springs. I don't even know where that is, to be honest with you. Start with the Bucks Panthers. Bucks win the division. Motherfuck, man. Hey, listen. All right, everybody lock in. Every now and then, I'm gonna get my buddy. We're gonna feature his pick next year in the off season. He has some really good logic. His name was is Drew. He would. Oh my God. This is gonna take some getting used to. Okay, so my buddy Drew, so bum Baker's here. I know, Brick. He told me all off season. Bucks. Now, I didn't, dog, you're such a boom. What do you want me to do? I didn't fucking know this was a thing. It's crazy. You try being 36 and figuring out Twitch and StreamYard, motherfucker. Anyways, he told me all year. He told me all off season. Baker in the Bucks. Baker's going to be great in Tampa. He's going to be a great fit. The team loves him, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, no, Todd Bowles sucks. The offensive line sucks. Baker isn't good under pressure. I almost bet the Bucks under alt 4.5 wins. So shout out to Drew. And Drew is the same guy the 2 years prior, like the Seahawks. And he said over 5.5 wins. He said, dude, Pete Carroll is not still coaching to fucking go 5-12 or whatever the math is on that. 5-11 at the time, maybe. And I was like, yeah, I think you're right. So I bet that one. And I stayed off the Bucks. So thank you, Drew. You saved me. You won me 2 units and you saved me 2 units. Drew right now is a +4 unit net friend. W Drew. We have net friends. We have net negative friends. Go Bucks. It really sucks that Baker is hurt because I do think that it would be awesome if they could not only get to the playoffs and win the division and host a playoff game, but win a playoff game. I am very happy that they're at least, obviously I have the Eagles win the Super Bowl, but I'm chalking that ticket. I mean, they are fucked. They would have no shot against the Cowboys. They can beat the Eagles. Do I think they beat the Eagles? No. We're not going to talk about the playoff games outlook, though. We'll do that another day. We have more stuff to talk about. Plus EV friends. Yep. It's amazing you can operate an iPhone. Tiger and Nike part ways. RIP. Oh, it's too bad. Both teams that lost their Hall of Fame quarterback GBTB made the playoffs. Yeah, W's. So you know what that means. If fuckface Bill Belichick retires, let's take the Patriots next year. All right, let's keep moving though. Bills Dolphins was a great game last night. It was ugly. Somebody said it was tough to watch. It was tough to watch if you had the over. I kind of liked it. I kind of liked how chaotic it was. I mean, Josh Allen looks absolutely fucking brain dead at times. Tua looks really bad at times. These are two really interesting teams. I don't know. I still, the Dolphins haven't really done anything to prove they are a legitimate threat in the playoffs because they beat a team that's worth a shit. I don't know that they have. They beat the Cowboys, whatever. And the Bills just ended the season fucking doing what they had to do. They took care of business. I mean, they're playing with house money. You know what I mean? They fucking cheated death. They're going to be scary. The Dolphins, though, I just can't count them out. I can't count them out. But man, I mean, everything, you can't allow a guy to return a 96-yard punt. You just can't do that. I don't know how I feel about the Dolphins. They're two tough teams. Good morning, DJ. Good morning, Twizzy. Hot green tea, Taco Bell, and 2's in, 6 is in. Great content for toilet time so far. Jeez. But toilet time is much better if you have some coffee. Just going to put it that way. But W green tea. I only had one cup today. I have a massage at 2 o'clock. I think I pinched a fucking nerve in my back. I'm not kidding. I slept on my back. I slept like this on my side, like that. And 2 days, my back has been killing me. So I got to go get this shit rubbed out. And I know somebody's going to ask. No, it's not a happy ending. They have to go. Can't see where it's going to be cold. Yep. Yeah, it's so weird. My back is fucked. It's like right in the middle on the left side of my spine. So I'm gonna try to get that figured out today. Anyways, we'll talk playoff outlook another day. We'll recap season future bets another day. We got to move because we've got a lot to talk about in college football today. So I don't want to run out of time. But we are going to recap NFL Week 18. And you know what? Maybe I should start with the 1 o'clock slate. Let me do that. Well, we talked Bucks Panthers. We talked Bills Dolphins. If you're just tuning in, good morning. See, there's now over 100 people in here. Steelers, Ravens, Saturday game. I saw a lot of smart people on the Ravens, and you know what? I thought that was the right side. I thought about even making it my best bet early in the week, and I said no. I mean, everybody would have thought the Ravens could take down the Steelers because how do you trust Mason Rudolph? And I think it was shout out mid-major Matt. Somebody said, you really want to lay 4 points with Mason Rudolph again on the road after they just played in Seattle? And I was like, who the fuck's going to do that? Even though the Ravens are sitting everybody, who the fuck is really going to be betting the Steelers? Not that many. So I stayed off. Steak bet the over, and I'm not rubbing his face and shit, that's for sure. I like the under in this game. Excuse me. I get concerned sometimes when the weather narrative comes into play. It just makes it so obvious. W indigestion. Makes it so obvious. The weather was terrible. But from that kind of scared me off a little bit. I know it sounds stupid, but sorry, I'm an idiot. But from a football brain perspective, you didn't see the Steelers really lighting up the scoreboard on the road in Baltimore. And at the end of the day, they still had something to play for. So you know the defense is going to show up. And you got backups for the Ravens. So if anybody played the under in that game, good on you. That was a great bet. Texans, Colts, hand up. I like the Colts. I thought everybody's writing the Colts off at home. I know the Texans moved from a dog to a favorite. It's weird because I watched a lot of that game. It felt like the Texans should have been up by double digits. And let me just say this. This is the thing. When people nowadays bet a lot strictly based off of models, algorithms, and computers. I call them data nerds. And that's fine. If you're a data nerd and you're winning bets, all that matters at the end of the day, I understand that is winning bets. But there is something that has to pass your eyeball test. And I'm going to tell you right now what I loved. Absolutely fucking loved is that the Colts go down and they score a field goal. They score a field goal on their opening drive. The Texans get the ball on the road, divisional game for the playoffs. And what do? The very first play of the game. This is what guys like Ron Rivera and fucking Lovie Smith would never do. They go play action, deep bomb to Nico Collins. I loved that so much. If I wasn't watching that in my mom's house on the couch, I probably would have nutted. That's how amazing it was to see that. As a sports fan and a football fan, fucking sling that shit. I mean, you get fucking Matt Nagy and all these fucking offensive guys at wide receiver screen, conservative. First play of the game, play action, bomb, and it works. Right from there. Bro, why are Nut and your mom in the same? You guys got to grow up a little bit. Pause. I mean, that was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And all I could tell myself was, I even still like the Colts. I did still like the Colts, hand up. But all I said was, I don't want to fade CJ Stroud in the last game of the season. I love CJ Stroud. I loved D'Amico Ryans. I'm not going to say love. I really like D'Amico Ryans. And I like this Texans team. Shout out to Steak and Greg. Texans to win the division. 10-1 Greg had. Texans over win. Steak and Greg had. CJ Stroud, Offensive Rookie of the Year. We had it in the newsletter. And I'll recap all this later, but look at this. I mean, these guys, and don't get me wrong, we had some bad bets too, but this was in the newsletter. Best bets. I mean, Texans win division. That's all Steak and Greg right there. All Steak and Greg. Absolute fucking W's from these guys. So I was like, man, I'm just so happy. But then the Colts could have won that game. I don't know how the Colts could have won that game. That concerns me. That concerns me for the Texans going into the playoffs. So, look, I'm nervous as a Browns investor, but I'm also not, because the Colts are not very good. The Texans should have won that game by double digits. I don't know how they didn't. The Colts and Shane Steichen, my God, bro, I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. I know people are clapping his ass because he the last play call was to the halfback. I mean, the play was there. The throw sucked. It was behind him, and there was a drop. The play was there. But oh my God, that coaching, and I tweeted about this, that coaching was some of the worst I've ever seen. Because here's the thing. Up until that point, I think the Colts had the ball with like 5 minutes left. They were draining the clock, which was smart. Shane Steichen, smart guy. Good job. Draining the clock, because if you score 24-23, you don't want to give the ball back to the Texans. Obviously. You just got to go 30, 40 yards, make a fucking field goal, and you win. So he was doing the right thing. But the problem is when there was a minute and 45 seconds left under the fucking 2-minute warning, and you get you're in a fourth down situation. That is a 50-50 shot right there for you to get it or not. There's a minute and 45, so everything changes. You need your timeouts, and you need time on your side if you don't get it. You do. So what does this fucking moron do? He drains the clock about 30, 35 seconds, and then he calls a timeout. Couldn't believe that. That was some of the worst coaching I have ever seen. And I'm not exaggerating. So anyways, good on the Texans, man. Good on the Texans. Was going to drive to win a game with 120 left, even if they saved the timeout. What are you talking about? They were like on the 25-yard line. I wish Gardner played a better game, because that doesn't reflect what he's been doing all year. Folding the biggest number. He really did. We need Richard. Yes, the Colts are in good hands. Steichen is jackass was playing well, and he decides to kick a field goal at midfield. Yeah, that wasn't smart. But that wasn't my problem. I mean, Matt Gay's a good field goal kicker. I will be, as dumb as that was, I don't care. I like Steichen. I like the Colts' future. And I'll never forget, I still think I loved the Colts under wins. But what scared me off of it from not playing it was the juice. I respect juice. Never forget 2 years ago, Seahawks over 5.5 was juice. Nobody liked them. It was like minus 140. And for whatever reason, the Colts were minus like 118, 120 to the over 6.5 wins. I was like, holy shit. These guys are going to fucking win 7 games, 7-10. I mean, with a rookie quarterback and like nobody, rookie head coach, rookie quarterback, and nobody on defense. I mean, they got Dwight Freeney. They have nobody. So that juice was telling to me, and they went over. I didn't play it, but I respect the juice. Browns, Bengals, RIP Greg. Hey, listen. At the end of the day, if they didn't call timeout in the situation, they'd still likely lose. Well, maybe. I see what you're saying, but come on. You get the ball back with like a minute and 20 left. A minute left. You never know what can happen. Defensive pass interference. I mean, come on. He took the timeout and bet on the fact that he had a for sure play convert. He was right. Players didn't execute. I disagree. You're right that the play was there, but there is a risk that your players don't execute. There is so much risk involved when the game comes down to one play. You need time on your side, and you need your timeouts if it doesn't work. You can't assume it's going to work. They are back next year. We move. Yep. They got the right play. That's not the point. It's 50-50. You need the right play. Got that. You need the players to execute. They did it. Too many variables. You need time. You need timeouts. We move. Bengals, Browns, RIP. This is what I'm going to say about this game. I don't know absolutely nothing about this game. I didn't get involved in this game. All I can tell you is this. Greg had his reasons for playing the Browns money line. But you know what? We're not going to dog Greg. I didn't have a chance in hell. But you know what? We've all made bad bets. And we're all going to make bad bets. I've made bad bets. But you know what? I support Greg. You know why I support Greg? Because he took a shot. He took a chance. He made a silly bet. He had some fun. Silly bets win all the time. And I would say at the end of the day, shoot your shot, swing your bat. You know what I mean? It's okay if you strike out. It's okay if you strike out miserably. Shoot your shot, swing the bat. I'm so fucking corporate now. I'm mad about it. That sucks. Can you guys just stuff me in a corner and roast me in the Bears for 30 minutes? Man, I'm in moose. We'll talk about that in a second. How are we doing, by the way? Is this okay? Good banter going through the board? 11:23. We have plenty of time for college football. I think we probably get another 15 minutes, but I can pick it up a little bit. Falcons Saints. I'm very happy. This is well, what's going on? Is somebody fucking with me? Somebody's fucking with me. Who's fucking with me? Who's fucking with me? It's Ahmad, isn't it? Is it Ahmad? Can somebody just just tell me I didn't get hacked? Snidesy's doing something. Okay, I just don't want to be hacked. Anyways, when you were looking at the screen, it showed up. Wait, what's happening? There's a fucking thumbs up thing. It's not coming up anymore. Information already in China. Hacked, get a new laptop. On God, we can't do that. It's you. All right, fine. Guy just gives us information. Everyone shut the fuck up. Winners have been sent to China. It's very funny. Hold on. So I'm gonna listen. I don't like people losing bets. I really don't like people losing bets. But in the offseason, I wanted to make the Saints. My two favorite bets in the offseason were Wisconsin over wins and the Saints over wins. And I almost did it. Or the Saints to win the division or the Saints to make the playoff. Loved everything about the Saints. And then I realized you start putting your ear to the streets. You start putting the feels out. And this is why I know people hate this. I know people have cringe. It's like, oh, you should be capping the games based off of what you think about the teams, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I don't know what to tell you if you're living in the fucking clouds. There is an element to sports betting where the majority of people don't always get it right. That is what we call fading the public. Now, I know people have a really tough time of interpreting what this means. It doesn't mean we're an elitist. It doesn't mean we think we're better than everybody. All it means is acknowledging that, hey, people are stupid and the sports books tend to always win. So sometimes when everybody gets fat and happy thinking they got a guaranteed winning ticket for the Saints to fucking go over their wins, the Saints to win the division, the Saints to make the playoffs, and the Jags to win the division, maybe we should just pause. Because I didn't hear anybody say a bad fucking thing about the Jags in the division because the division was ass. I didn't hear anybody say a bad fucking thing about Wisconsin. And it scared me off a little bit. And I'm not tooting the horn here. All I'm trying to do is bring this shit up in conversation so that you and we as sports bettors can sometimes take all of this in. Take all of it in. That's it. So anyways, the Saints winning, I am totally fine and happy with because Arthur Smith is a fucking bozo. I like the Falcons. I came around to not liking the Saints and then liking the Falcons. And I decided at the end of the day, this is what I made. This is how I came to my decision to not bet the New Orleans Saints. And listen, I think this is very important. This is very important. It's hard for people to grasp that concept. I agree with you. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. What is that saying, by the way? Winston Churchill was like, the best case against democracy is having a 5-minute conversation with the average voter or something like that. And there's another one good by Naval, that Twitter account. If you want to make the wrong decision, ask everyone. They're good things. Anyways, I started to come off the Saints and come on to the Falcons. This is what I came to the conclusion of. I'm just not betting either of these teams. You want to know why? Sometimes the best bets are the ones you don't make. And this is where you have to, I think, use your football brain and anything you've watched and seen. And the only reason I was anti-Desmond Ridder, I watched him his junior year. And I was like, oh, he's a nice quarterback. Cincinnati's a nice team. I've been on Desmond Ritter to win the Heisman at 30-1. The only reason I knew that I want to stay the fuck away from this guy was because I bet him and lost money on him. Wasn't a lot of money. But that's why I said to myself, I'm not going to bet the Falcons as much as I think I like them, because it wasn't Arthur Smith. I thought Arthur Smith was a fine coach. I didn't trust Desmond Ritter. I couldn't lay my head on the pillow at night knowing I have money invested in 18 weeks of football with Desmond Ritter. On the flip side, with the New Orleans Saints, Dennis Allen is not a coach I want money invested on. I like Derek Carr with a chip on his shoulder being the quarterback. He wasn't very good, but he played better down the stretch. The Saints, if they got into the playoffs, might have been a problem. I'm just gonna say it. They started to figure it out at the end of the year. Dennis Allen is a bozo head coach. So that is all I can tell you. That is all I can say. Is sometimes the best bets are the ones we don't make. Just use your gut and what you have seen. And there's a factor of everything. Everybody likes this team, but I know the coach is a bozo. Just stay off. Just stay off. Jags Titans, Titans. I thought the Titans were the most obvious spoiler. I did get a little concerned about them because Vrabel at home with points as a dog is always a little trendy, but there's a trend to support it. It hasn't been that good this season. Shout out Greg, best bet, W's. The Jags not winning the division again. I don't like people losing their bets and losing their money. I want everybody to win. But when I saw that video going viral on Twitter of that fucking guy, I don't even know who he is. I don't have anything bad to say about the guy. I don't know the guy personally. I think he's on like Backyard Breaks. And he went to the sports book and he bet a large amount of money on the Jags to win the division. Every year there is that bet where everybody thinks it's so easy. And the year before that was the Colts to win the division. But to me, the fucking biggest, the douchiest thing about that entire video was a guy not knowing how much money he had in a duffel bag. Bro, there ain't nothing cool about withdrawing fucking $55,000, getting it in a duffel, and not knowing how much money you have. There's just nothing cool about going to place that bet. Steak brought a fuck ton of money to Vegas on my bachelor party. And there was a moment where he forgot how much it was. But then when he goes to make a bet, he knows how much money he's putting on a bet. There's nothing cool about that. So I got to tell you, I don't want anybody losing bets and losing money. I wasn't so mad about that guy losing, to be honest with you. That's a tough look. A lot of clowns in the sports gambling world. A lot. Penix won all-time versus Michigan, so he's got to be familiar with their scheme. Very funny, Woody. We're recapping the NFL, but we will be soon. The Jags, man. You know, I've never really been a big Doug Peterson guy, but I started to give him his flowers when the Jags revived their season last year. And then this year too, they went on an insane run. I think I'm going to solidify. I've been like wishy-washy on, do I want to be not? I'm not a Doug Peterson guy. I'm not a Doug Peterson guy. I don't know how I feel about Trevor Lawrence. I really thought Trevor Lawrence would be special. I had Clemson 5-1 to win the national championship when they beat Alabama. That was amazing. I didn't think they were going to win. I thought Bama was going to beat their ass. Who was the quarterback for Bama at the time? Was it Tua or something? I like Trevor Lawrence, and I want to believe in him and their team. I like Calvin Ridley. I like their offensive weapons. Their defense sucks. Their defense was so bad. If you go on the road to play an anemic Titans offense and you have that piss poor, a pathetic tackling performance, you just don't want it. You just don't want it. You got no leadership. You don't want it. Fuck them. Fuck the Jags. I'm sorry for anybody in Jacksonville. I'm rooting for the little guy. It's not my favorite city by any means, but I didn't hate them losing that game. I'm just going to say that. Jets Patriots. Tweeted about this. I almost made the Jets my best bet. That's okay. I have no regrets because I almost made a lot of bad teams my best bet that would have lost. Shout out Commanders. Love the Jets yesterday. Won a lot of money on the Jets yesterday. Sneak nuke. Success. I did post the tickets because I was a little vocal about potentially fading what I thought was the most obvious narrative. The most obvious narrative of the day, in my opinion, we can all disagree, in my opinion, was Bill Belichick, who I am so against and so anti right now. Hang them the fuck up, bro. You know, on the stream live going into it, when we had our futures preview and our futures bets going over it, I didn't have the Patriots under win total in my brain already. I talked myself into it. And I'm sure some of you, RIP Rockets ETH. I don't know what that is. Oh, the Ducks ETH. Got you. I talked myself into it. And Bill Belichick needs to fucking go. So I just love this narrative of, and my buddy, my Jets fan friend texted me early in the week and said, the Jets have no reason to get up for this game. Quite the contrary. And he came around to it, actually. Drew was there with us yesterday streaming. He bet the Jets. W, Drew. But I started saying to myself, the most obvious narrative is, in the most free bet, is Bill Belichick to win his last game. The Patriots are -1.5 against the Jets and Trevor Siemian at home. And it was snowing. So I didn't bet the Jets. I didn't make any bets going into it. I just made live bets. And the Jets paid for half the new laptop. I think I won 10 units on the Jets. I gave a little back on Stephon Diggs. But the Jets made me happy. They really did. They made me happy. And that's a team I faded last year, 5 units on their win total under. I did put half a unit in season on Robert Saleh, Coach of the Year. I thought they may have figured something out. The defense was playing well. Zach Wilson, I'm anti-Zach Wilson, but I thought Nathaniel Hackett figured something out. He was playing competent football for a short period of time. They're rolling him out a little bit more. He has a meeting with Kraft later this week. Yeah, the interesting thing, I feel really good. Again, you got to make bold bets. You got to swing. You want to bet responsibly, but I would have kicked myself if I was so right about Bill Belichick losing his last game and looked like a fucking clown. And I thought, you know what? The Jets defense probably does want to get up for this game and shove it in Bill Belichick's face. They've been getting owned by him for God knows how long. But I still don't know that I'm a Salah guy. I don't know that I'm looking to invest on the Jets at all next year. I don't know what to think about them as a team. But I was very happy to come away with some coins in that game. Thank you, Jets. And Breece Hall is a fucking dog. Vikings and Lions, I'm just so glad Vikings football is over. It's kind of like how I felt about the Chicago Bulls, when the NBA is over. Like, I'm just sick of watching the Chicago Bulls play basketball. I'm really just sick of watching the Minnesota Vikings play football. I did have the Vikings over 8.5 wins. Part of the read was there in the sense that I like their defense to improve. A, it couldn't have gotten any worse. It was so bad last year. B, I'm not anti-Brian Flores. I thought Flores might have been one of those guys that's better coordinator than a coach. A lot of people are. But they played a lot better down the stretch. They kind of gave up and packed it in, I think, on the defensive side of the ball. If Kirk Cousins, I think he was responsible for 2 losses, the Chargers and the Bucs, but he was playing insane football. If he stayed healthy, who knows what would have happened. No regrets on it. I'll eat the L there. Shout out Lions. I like the Lions. But Dan Campbell, man, you really were playing for nothing, and you played your starters your entire game, which that might work out. That might work out. If I remember correctly, though, didn't Brandon Staley play his starters last year in Denver, and then Mike Williams got hurt? I think that happened. The risk of injury, in my opinion, might not be worth the reward. Now, if you want to play the starters for a couple drives, fine. You don't want to give them a full week off. But, dude, no Laporta is crazy. Crazy. I don't think Flores is a bad HE. The owner didn't want him in the best situation. Fair enough. I didn't say he's a bad head coach. I just said he might be a better coordinator. You aren't sitting a rookie with your backup tight end already hurt. Fine. For whatever reason and excuse you want to give for the guy, fine. But I just have one question. If the Lions lose that game, does anything change? I understand hindsight is 2020. I get it. But we've seen stuff like this happen before. No, but if the Cowboys lost, they were a 2 seed. Understood. If the Cowboys lost as a 13.5 point favorite against one of the worst teams in the NFL. Right. It's not like they were on the road in Miami. I get what you're saying, though. And you're also playing Nick Mullins. They had a shot for the 2 seed. I can't handle them for going for it. Eagles won against the Giants too, right? Yeah, that's a little bit different in my opinion. The Eagles have been bad for 6 weeks. Bad for 6 weeks, and they were a 5-point favorite. The Cowboys were a 13.5-point favorite. What are the implied odds that the Cowboys lose versus the Eagles? I mean, you guys are smarter than me. You can figure that out. I'm not trying to rub Dan Campbell's head facing shit, but all I'm saying is I like Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell's getting a lot of shit, and he deserves it. Going 4-for-2 on fucking after the false start was so stupid. And I don't know, but I'll tell you right now, I'm not writing off the Lions. I'm not. Yeah, the Campbell. I'm not. I just want to make something very clear. I just want to say, Campbell. Hold on. Dan Campbell deserves criticism. This is my take, and I think this is the most fair take. Dan Campbell deserves criticism, but he, in my opinion, does not serve hate. Do you realize what Dan Campbell has the Detroit Lions doing right now? They're hosting a home playoff game. Come on, with Jared Goff, a team that forgotten about quarterback. I mean, the Rams legitimately said we're good on Jared Goff. And Jared Goff is so, and I know they won their Super Bowl, that's fine. But I'm just saying, what Dan Campbell has done to the Lions franchise, you can't hate the guy. You just can't. You can't. He was on the fucking hot seat of getting fired, I think, after they got shut out in New England. Look what he's done to this team, and they've drafted incredibly well. He just makes some bad decisions. But ultimately, he is a very good head coach, and he's done great things. All right, let's keep moving. Eagles and Cowboys Commanders, there's no real need to talk about this. Ron Rivera got fired. I had him as the first coach had fired, did not hit. I'm not like one to like kick a man while he's down and root for Lieutenant Goose with a sub bank, 11 months. Appreciate you, Lieutenant Goose. I'm not one to like celebrate when somebody loses their job. You know, that sucks. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm also not okay doing? Having like sympathy and empathy for someone who is employed and has a job when they're clearly not good at it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be dubbed that guy that's like, oh, you're celebrating someone else's demise. That's real cool. You know, because there's a lot of fucking weird people out there who would try to spin it like that. But at the same time, if somebody's doing a job and doing a really bad job, they should probably be removed from that job. So I'm okay with Ron Rivera getting fired, and I kind of think it was fucking a year late. I mean, what did you expect was going to happen? He's not a good head coach anymore. And he really kind of just had Cam Newton, in my opinion. But anyways, Cowboys, I think the Cowboys are a problem. And I know that's not groundbreaking news. It's not that bold of a take. I understand that. But the Cowboys are a legitimate problem. And I'm okay with it. I think I've made it pretty clear. I'm not a Dak hater. He's a weird dude. But I'm rooting for Dak. Where's my guy T-Bone? I don't know who T-Bone is. Switch God, new follower. First time chatter as well. Interesting comment. I don't know what that means. I could use some Bookies Kryptonite right now, to be honest. Oh yeah, the real T-Bone. Oh, you guys are buddies. Nice. I like when buddies hang up in the chat. I honestly didn't know if you were just saying some random shit, Switch God. I didn't know there was an actual T-Bone. That's funny. W's. Anyways, I think Cowboys are a problem. I think the Cowboys. See, the problem is I think it's really hard. Told about your stream. Oh, W's. Yeah, by the way, Switch God, I wasn't hating on you. I was welcoming you as a first-time chatter, but then also I thought you were just saying some random shit. Where's my guy T-Bone? But now that I know it's somebody in the chat, that's great. Welcome. So, DGen, random question. What was the best week of the year for you this season? One where you nailed the card. I don't know. Let's do a futures recap tomorrow because I want to talk about the rest of the thoughts. But that's a good question, Brick. I'll tell you, hand up, it wasn't my best NFL season. I had a really good NFL season last year. I think I was like 80. I tracked BetStamp last year. And if anybody wasn't familiar, so I was on Action Network last year as well. I like Action Network, I've decided. But I went 1-8 in the preseason. So I wanted a true NFL regular season record. So I tracked my regular season bets 2 years ago on BetStamp. Had a pretty good year. This year, not so good. Not so good. You know what really sucked for me? Props. I was bad on props this year. But anyways, I don't remember. I think week 1 probably. I started the NFL season last year 13-0. I started this year, I think 7-1. But that's it. Can we get 2 thumbs up? I mean, that's week 1. There you go. Week 1. NFL season for me. Anyways, yo, number 7 subscriber. Oh, what's up, Benjamin? Benjamin's from YouTube. Benjamin, how did you find the YouTube channel? I haven't even really promoted it. Bona pick with NFL futures. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Well, I have a question real quick, not to change the topic too much. Is do people actually prefer YouTube over Twitch and Twitter? I think the answer is yes, right? And I'm okay with that. I like Twitch, but I get it. I think the older generation, like myself included, would prefer to just go to YouTube over Twitch. Are the VODs for these streams posted on YouTube? Yes. Well, I like Twitch, but don't you think some people would prefer YouTube? I have a course cock, dude. YouTube. Oh, no one likes YouTube? Twitch chat is way better. I do agree. I like Twitch. Discord. Keep grinding, DJ. Thank you, Benjamin. Streaming navigation blows. YouTube or Twitter facts. YouTube is for boomers. YouTube don't got the ads. If you sub DGen, you can watch the VODs free. Are the VODs not free right now? You have to be subbed? Interesting. 90% prefer Twitch. Okay, this is good to know. I am curious. I'm 29, prefer Twitch. Yep. Twitch for the live streamers and YouTube. Twitch is better interact, but yeah, same thing. Okay. Well, I will tell you this. I mean, true story. My fantasy football group chat is 11 guys. Greg's in there. So let's say 10 that you don't know. They're all my age, mid-30s. We all went to high school and shit together. When I was doing the board review only on Twitter, they were watching it. I don't know. Nobody probably remembers the old school days when I was like videoing myself. When I said, hey, I'm going to Twitch because people are telling me I need to go to Twitch, they all said, all right, deuces, I'm out. Discord, Snidesy, get in the Discord if you're not already. Milrow is not. Deacon Hill is him. We're not talking about that right now. Milrow to win the Heisman. I'm going to place that bet ASAP. Shout out Cornfields. Cornfield says Caesars has it plus 800. Can DJ go for back-to-back Heisman bets? Shout out Jane Daniels, 9-1 W's. Anyways, so yeah, I think you're maybe if you come around to Twitch like I did, you would like it more. But I do think there's a lot of people that are like, I'm not even going to download it. How did we do it without a Discord? I don't know. Okay, I got to pick up the pace a little bit because I do want to talk at great length about this game. All right, Rams, Niners. I don't really have many thoughts here. We're not going to preview the NFL, the playoff games coming up. Broncos, Raiders. Nothing to really talk about there. The Raiders fucked me. I had under 6.5 win total. That's an L I deserve to eat, even though I faded Jimmy Garoppolo and Josh McDaniels, and they're gone and they fucked me. What are you gonna do? Chargers. I really like the Chargers. I like the Chargers. In week 18, I almost made them my best bet. Shout out Greg and Steak for talking me off. I like the Broncos. I like the Commanders. Didn't play them. W Cardinals. You have a ton of time. BTL is until 2. Oh, okay. Well, I do have a bit of a stop because I have a massage today because I think I pinched a nerve. But that is good, though, Discord. Yeah, I really did. I felt like the Matrix when I figured that shit out. You need Discord. You really were. Yeah, shout out. Listen, at least I hope there's an element that you guys can appreciate of a 36-year-old boomer of at least being open-minded and trying to take in the feedback and figuring it out. There's some stuff I just cannot, like Corrupt Raider, who's one of the mods, super nice dude and very, very intelligent and good with this shit. He's putting together these things in the Discord that I can't figure out yet. Like I try to read how to do it and shit, and it's very cool, but I'm like, my brain hurts. So I'm gonna get there eventually. But I did sync to YouTube at least because I think there's a decent group of people that prefer to at least. Okay, how about this? Do you think people at least prefer to rewatch the streams on YouTube as opposed to Twitch? Would you agree with that? Yes or no? Okay, great. So you know what I'm going to do then? Okay, less ads, cool. So what I'll do is I'm going to keep syncing the streams to YouTube, but I'm not going to really promote like, hey, come watch the streams on YouTube. Shout out TB Check, by the way, 5 months sub bang. Thank you. Only stream would we watch the big one with Steak and Greg. Okay, fair enough. We're going to talk about the night. Oh, yes, we are, Jay McSneak. We're almost there. The YouTube name is, oh, God, I don't even know. Hold on. Let me see. YouTube. I think it's the DGen Weekly. Let me see. The DGen Weekly. That's what it is. I'll subscribe on YouTube since I almost always check that. You know what? Maybe I can just share the link in here. Maybe I can share the link in here. Yeah, we're gonna get. It's funny once I start typing in you just sometimes pulls up. I'm just kidding. Hold on. Share. How do I go to share? Oh, view your channel. And how do I share? No, that's not what I want. How do I share the channel? Switch account, sign out, settings, no. History. Hold on, guys. Bear with me if you don't mind. Maybe I go to switch account. No. View your channel. Customize channel. More about this channel. Share channel. Here we go. Copy channel ID. W sub. Is that what I want to do? That doesn't look right. That does not look right. That does not look right. I don't want to do that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Copy link. That does not look right. That looks right. There you go. How's that? Does that shit work? There you go. If you want to rewatch the streams on YouTube, you can't. God, my back fucking hurts. K-Sov with a sub bank. Appreciate you, K-Sov. All right, couple more games to talk about. And then we're going to talk to Natty. I can't wait to talk to Natty because I've got some thoughts. I've got a lot of thoughts on the Natty. That's it. Seahawks missed the playoffs was my favorite future bet. 2 units on it. W. Shout out mid-major Matt, by the way. Did very well on the on my player prop season totals. And Geno Smith under passing yards was one of them. Thank you, mid-major Matt, for that. How about them Rams? What up, Dwarf? Hype train started. W's hype train. We got a good buzz today. We're buzzing. 165 viewers on a Monday. We're an hour in. We're doing good. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to take a piss. And then when I come back, we're going to talk about the national championship. So I'm going to just take a quick piss, and then maybe I'll retweet as well. A W structure, right? I'll be right back. W structure. Thank you, bro. I hate the Husky. Oh, I already read that. Jag sold a 4-teamer. Ooh, that sucks. Court Monday, but we hear it. Love it. Huge W, Greg. Oh yeah, I heard he did that in the spaces. W, Greg. Good job, Greg. See, that's what I'm talking about. Swing the fucking bat. I love that. Here's an unpopular opinion. I'd rather you give me a ballsy long shot with some interesting logic that misses by a mile than giving me a boring like Dodgers -1.5. Unpopular opinion. I know it's a popular because everybody's going to say, no, man, I just want a winner. I get it. You want to win money. You want to win bets. I get it. I like having fun. You like Greg as a better? Oh, that's nice. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send him a fucking screenshot because you know what? Greg started a new job today. So he's corp as a motherfucker. So I'm going to send him this, and that's going to be very, very nice. We're not here for your piss. Exact Salt's such a W bet. Oh, I'm going to send Greg that. You know, saying nice things about people sometimes is a good thing. And on that note, I will go take my piss. What's Greg do? He works for like HVAC companies. I fuck around with him. I say he sells air conditioning units door to door. He does not actually do that. Greg I love Greg. I would fucking, I've known Greg since we were in middle school. I think I've told you the story how we met. We were in line. I'm a pepperoni pizza guy. Always have been. I think cheese is a waste of fucking time. You eat cheese pizza if you're in kindergarten. We were in middle school. When my parents were together at the time, it was a nice little, we had friends over, we had parties and stuff. Elle divorced later in life. That's okay. We're not looking for sympathy. But during that time, during the heydays, Greg was in middle school. We were in middle school and we were in line to get pizza, and he got the last pepperoni pizza and I got cheese. And I was like, oh no. And I looked at him and I didn't know him at the time, but I was like, hey man, I'll invite you to my party. Keep in mind, this was like 6th grade. I'll invite you to my party. Like nobody's doing anything fun. We're just running around, fucking jumping in and out of the pool. I'll invite you to my party if you swap me pizzas and I can have that pepperoni pizza. And he didn't even say anything. He just handed it to me. And I was like, you're in. Yeah, W. Greg. All right, I'm going to Sunny Open this week. Let's ride. Yep, we'll talk golf. We'll talk golf. I'll have BK on. All right, I'm gonna take a quick piss. And I will be right back. You'll be right back. That was quick, right? Okay, these are right back. All right, let's oh wow, I didn't put a space between NFL and week. All right, Michigan, let's talk the big game. Washington preview. Here we go. Where are my Michigan guys strapped in? Gotta hit the Benjamin, you mean? The slate is bunk. Yeah, we don't really need to talk about too much the slate too much today. I think we can focus on oh my god, dude, my back is really fucked. Really fucked. I'm gonna tweet out real quick that we're talking we are talking Washington, and let's see. Oh, we got 10 viewers on Twitter. What's up, Twitter people? Talking Washington, Michigan now. Hop in. Where's the hop in? Okay. Here we go. What's up, DJ? What's up, Hugh Morris? How we doing? You watching on Twitter? Cool. Okay, tap in. Yeah, is tap in better than hop in? Hop in's like stupid. What am I talking about? Fucking bunch of bunny rabbits? Hop in. Tap in. I'll start saying tap in. I took sides out of the play. Hop in is kind of nuts. Jump in? Fucking jump it's worse than hop in. H2H. What does H2H mean? Chest hairs. Quorum over 500 cm. Got to be a player. Parlay Hefe. I feel like I've seen. Did you just comment that 17 times? DJ, we need the chest hair more often. All right, you got it. Hop the fuck in. Hop in is like my grandma. Yeah, pull through. What am I working at Sonic? Oh, head to head. Oh, my nerve hurts. All right, let's talk. Okay, so as you can tell, welcome everybody. I see we got a couple more viewers. I'm sure some of you guys probably just hopped in on Twitter. We're talking Michigan, Washington right now. I'm sure that you have probably already seen that Steak has shit nuked, rather. Let me pull up the screen, actually. Where is Steak? Steak shit nuked Michigan. Now, Steak shit nuked Michigan against Alabama. So he's got some fucking units to play with, and Michigan has treated him well. I sneak nuked Michigan. I can't say that one. That sneak nuked. That's hard to say. I sneak nuked Michigan. Steak wasn't really too sneaky about it. Let's pull this fucking guy's tweet up real quick. I'm going to share my screen. Please join us, Chiote. That's fucking funny. Please join us. It's fun. Pull up a stool. Okay, Google Chrome would like to record this computer screen and audio tonight. All right. Let's see. Why can't... Oh, here we go. Is this going to work? Let's see. Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. To fix it. Oh, no. I can't share my screen right now. Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. To fix it, go to System Preferences. Unlock this screen by selecting the lock. Okay. Well, new computer. Sorry, guys. I know you just hopped in. All right. Well, I can't. I'll just pull it up on my phone then. Steak. Let's see what he's got. Because I'm going to tell you, the reason why I'm doing this is I like some things and I don't like some things. Somebody just slid in my DMs. Hello. Can I ask you a question? I love when these fucking bots do this. Keep your love and enthusiasm for life and make every day hot. Yeah, okay, Michelle. Hold on one second. Where is Steak? All right, so Steak, what do you got? Here's Steak's card, all right? If you guys can see this. Hop in counter at 7. All right. So if you're going to say W for everything, you have to start saying tap in. Yeah, you're right. Steak's bets are... over in the first half. It's hard to see. I'm sorry. Over in the game. Michigan -4, Michigan money line. Super blurry. Sorry. I know. I wish I could share my screen, but I fucked some setting up or something. So I'm going to tell you, I think Michigan is the right side in this game. here we go. Okay. Let me take it from the top. We're not in a rush, so I'm not flustered. So I'm going to take it from the top. Are all my Michigan guys tapped in here? I know we have a lot of Michigan fans, Special K. I would like you guys all to understand what I'm saying, because Special K sometimes has wax in his ears, and he has selective hearing. He has an incredible amount of bias. He's a smart bettor, a diehard fan, but he's got a lot of wax in his ear, and he has selective hearing. So I just wanted to make you hear this. I am a Notre Dame fan. Okay, but I'm a very realistic Notre Dame fan. I don't think I'm one of the average douchebags who thinks that we actually deserve to be in the playoff and are going to win a national championship. With that said, the teams that I hate the most are 1, USC, 2, Michigan. But I want to be very clear. The margin of hate from USC to Michigan is wide, because oddly, I kind of hate USC too. So sometimes I've hated Ohio State. Sometimes I've enjoyed watching Ohio State lose, and I'm like, find myself kind of rooting for Michigan. When Michigan had Brady Hoke and Rich Rodriguez, that was a great time in my life. Okay, that was a great time in my life. You know what wasn't a great time in my life? When USC had Pete Carroll as their head coach, because he's a bad motherfucker. He's a great head coach. When Pete Carroll left for the NFL, it was one of the happiest moments of my life. You think I'm exaggerating? As a diehard, I have an ND tattooed on my fucking arm. I did it at 18, though, by the way. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it at all. I was really upset that Charlie Weiss took the ND off the sleeves, and so that's why I got the tattoo. Don't get me started. Anyways, I was almost literally like dropped to my knees and like did one of these when Pete Carroll left for the NFL. Absolutely loved it. I did the opposite of that when Jim Harbaugh became the head coach of Michigan, because I think Jim Harbaugh is a very good head coach. And it's tough for me to hate Jim Harbaugh. I like him as a coach. I think I don't know if he's a cool guy. He's an interesting guy. He's strange. I kind of like strange. You know, like I love Mike Leach. I would go get a beer and hang out with Mike Leach. I don't know if Jim Harbaugh's a guy to get a beer with. He's like a guy to get a fucking glass of milk with. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, Jim, you want to just fucking drink some milk, have a ham sandwich, and go pull some weeds? Like, Jim is just a wholesome guy, the khaki Walmart, whatever. I like him. The team he's put together at Michigan, I do think is a very complete team. It's a very complete team, top to bottom. And for the most part, like, I think they're a very well-coached, disciplined team. They play hard-nosed football. I like that. And I have a hard time, just like how I hate the Yankees, I have a hard time rooting against this Michigan team. I really do. Now, I made a TikTok early in the year. If you guys don't remember that, I'm still trying to figure out TikTok, and I'm not consistent. But I made a TikTok. I made a video. And, you know, I'd love to share my screen and play it with you, but let's just listen to it for a second. All right, hold on. Let's just listen to it for a second, because people are giving me shit about this, and Special K especially, about Michigan not playing anybody. Listen, Michigan didn't fucking play anybody. All right. So I don't know what your problem is with this video, because all there is truth. I'm going to play this video for you. Okay. Look at that mustache.
Michigan Wolverine football scheduling department. In 2021, this team started their season by playing at home Western Michigan, Washington, Northern Illinois, and Rutgers University. Following season, 2022, Colorado State, Hawaii, UConn, Maryland. We're talking about games that aren't even competitive.
Cherry pick years.
Again, Michigan starts the year with 4 consecutive home games. Once again, there is not a team worth a damn that they're playing against. East Carolina, they got a 5.5 win total. UNLV, 5.5 win total. Bowling Green, 4.5 win total. Rutgers, 3.5 win total. Not one team is expected to be, by Vegas odds, over 500 on the first 4 games of Michigan's schedule. They've been doing it for 3 years now. Is this going to stop? Is it ever going to stop? What do we do? Their stadium holds 107,000 people. And you're telling me for 4 weeks, out of 12, people are filling that. 107,601 people are filling that stadium to watch Michigan play 4 dog shit teams. There hasn't been football for 9 fucking months. We're starving.
All right, you get it. I don't know how I'm cherry picking years. Who said it? That's 3 years in a row. Yeah, whatever the fuck. I don't even know how that fucking happens. How am I cherry picking? Cherry picking, let me tell you what cherry picking is. Cherry picking would say, oh, 2021 and 2018 and 2007. No. Started this dynasty stomping on Washington. They're going to stomp on them again today. Maybe. Anyways, my point is this. Michigan did what every other fucking team in college football should do, and that is structure your schedule to have 4 home games and essentially play nobody worth a damn for the first 10 weeks of the season, because you are, my God, you could not be any more tuned up. You couldn't be any more tuned up. You are fucking perfect. Could you imagine having to go on the road in week 1 or even playing like a competent opponent? Could you imagine? Okay, maybe fine. If you're not going to do it in week 1, do it in week 2. No, Michigan doesn't do that. Michigan fucking plays nobodies, so they get everything right. They figure out everything, and they ensure they're playing their best football at the end of the year when they finally play the almighty Penn State, who fucking sucks, and then Ohio State, who we actually thought were going to be decent this year. Their quarterback goes to fucking Syracuse. So really, I don't want to hear shit about Michigan not playing anybody. Michigan didn't really play anybody. Now, let's be fair. Michigan didn't just win. Michigan beat the fuck out of these opponents. So you know what? You can't control who's on your schedule. Maybe, well, you could years ago, but the players can't. The players go out there and they beat the fuck. They beat the fuck. Didn't they play LSU? You can't talk about Florida State. Their fucking quarterback went down. You can't say Michigan didn't play anyone if they smoke every team. Well, yes and no. Now, what I'm giving you credit for, what I'm giving them credit for is they took care of business. They didn't just win. They beat the absolute fuck out of teams. So Aller is the best QB you guys have had in a while. What you mean? Yeah, I mean, he's okay. I'm just saying he's not that good. Penn State is not almighty. We were trying to crown, give them the natty. Shut up. Yeah, they finally have a good, yes, Ricks. I know they play a good a season next year. That's great. Yeah, Aller's horrible. No. What does that matter? What does that matter next year? What does that matter? Finally, you're going to play some teams. 3 years in a row, you played nobody. Your schedule was fucking soft as shit. Finally, you have to play someone because you're getting called out by guys on TikTok. Anyways, pull the last 10 seasons. No, I'm not pulling the last 10 seasons. 10 seasons? 10 seasons? 10? No, I'm not pulling 10 seasons. Anyways, this is where I'm at with Michigan. I respect them as a football team. 10 is a bit much. I know, don't listen to Special K. The bias in this guy's brain is just it's overflowing. Anyways, can we drop plays now? No. What do you mean, can we drop plays now? No, Talbot. We're talking about the game, but I'm setting it up here. So, have I been often this year? No. I respect Michigan. Played top 15 teams in the last 6 games. Week schedule. Played 5 top 15 teams in the last 6 games. Week schedule. Sure. Who? We're talking Ohio State. Whose quarterback is at Syracuse now. We're talking Penn State that just got their ass kicked by Missouri. Who else we got? I want to watch Pat McAfee hurry up. That's very funny. Iowa. You can't, bro. You can't include Iowa and Alabama. Alabama and Washington. It's the fucking. What are we doing here? That's how the playoff works, guys. That's how the playoff works, Highs. Iowa, the cherry picking is amazing. I don't think you really know what cherry picking means. Anyways, I'm not going to acknowledge the comments anymore because I'll never get there. Anyways, I respect Michigan. I haven't faded Michigan. In fact, I even have a parlay with Michigan to win the national championship and the Baltimore Ravens. $66 pays $2,000. So I want Michigan to win. But here is the concern I have for Michigan. Let's make a case for and against Michigan, right? That sounds fun. Okay, so the case for Michigan is, in my opinion, they are probably just built to win a national championship. I think they've got a solid offensive line. They've got a good quarterback. I don't think J.J. McCarthy is a great quarterback by any means. I see people saying he's the best quarterback to ever play in Michigan. This guy was a Heisman candidate like a few weeks left in the season. Not really a big J.J. McCarthy guy in terms of like, is he elite? No, but I like JJ McCarthy. They got a good offensive line. Their receivers all look like they're like 5'7", but they're all pretty good. They all play really hard. And the defense is just solid. They're just a solid team. I think they are built to win a national championship. And they've also beaten the shit out of their opponents. But the concern I have for Michigan is when they actually did play a team like Alabama, who you're going to say, oh, they played 5 top 15 teams in the last few weeks. That has nothing to do with their schedule that they fucking made. Anyways, you played Alabama, and here's the problem I have. Alabama was a worthy opponent. They are a tough opponent. But this is an Alabama team that also almost and should have lost to Auburn, a really bad Auburn team, as a double-digit favorite. This Alabama team also got their shit kicked in by Texas at home. Jalen Milroe, I'm going to bet on him to win the Heisman. He is great. But can we, for 1 second, I watched that game from start to finish. Can we not act like Michigan scored 13 points through 58 minutes against Alabama? Yes, they ended with 27. 13 points against Alabama. That's what Michigan's offense did. That's not good. But you want to know the biggest reason I think Michigan's going to win this? This is huge. In a 2-game winner-take-all structure, month to prepare. So you had a month to prepare too. What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, that makes me want to bet Michigan more. Fair enough. Here's why I want to bet Michigan. How many one-score games did Washington play and almost lose? At least 6. Can you please do NHL for tonight? A few quick. Yeah, but not right now. Watch the first 4 opponents this season. Hold on, we're not talking about them. Did a great job of limiting them. Sure. Saban did a great job of limiting them. Great. Whatever you want to tell yourself, that's fine. The offensive play calling for Michigan was not my favorite. They figured it out a little bit later. It was not my favorite. They open up the game. They go pass, which I thought was crazy. JJ McCarthy throws an interception that wasn't an interception by this much on the very first play of the game. That was a cause for concern. They made every mistake in the book, and they still won. That is my biggest reason for liking Michigan tonight, because they got all the fuck-ups out of their system. That's truly what I think. They missed an extra point. They missed a field goal. They botched an extra point. Missed a field goal. Muffed a punt. Muffed 2 punts. Threw a fucking, had a bad turnover. I mean, they made every mistake in the book, and they still won the game. So I really do think they're going to clean it up. And I think they probably emphasize that. They got everything out of their system. They emphasize that. They're going to play clean football. I don't really think they're going to make a lot of mistakes tonight. And that is a problem for Washington. So I just think Steak has said it, and I agree. It kind of just feels like Michigan's year. It really does. And it could be Michigan's year. They have a really solid, complete football team. They are well coached, although they did just make every fuck up in the that you can make in the biggest stage. So I guess that's not very good for coaching. But I do think they're going to win this game. Now, let me tell you why I'm not putting money on Michigan. Let's talk about Washington for a second. How do you not, even if you're not going to bet Washington, how do you not respect the fuck out of them? How do you not respect the fuck out of Washington? All Washington has done all year was get disrespected. And all they've done is fucking win. I love that. And you know what? Maybe that shit runs out. Maybe the party's over for Washington tonight. I mean, it would be really, really fitting. Shout out Hill Daddy and Cool Canes, dude, for sub bangs. Anger Jay-Z with a new follow. I just respect the shit. And I get it. Steak, this is the thing with Steak that I told him. Steak bet Washington to win the Pac-12. Steak bet Washington over wins. Steak bet Michael Penix to win the Heisman. Pretty sure he went 2 of 3. He respected Washington going into the season. And now he is betting against them. And I'm just like, dude, aren't you going to be so pissed off if Washington just continues to do what you bet on them to do and you lose money because of it? Now, it makes perfect sense in terms of timing. This would be the fitting time, the most fitting time for a team like Washington to get their dick kicked in. Because also, let's be real, we saw it last year. TCU, fucking, they kind of got disrespected. They lost to Kansas State, right? In the Big 12 championship. They come in, they beat Michigan. They beat the almighty JJ McCarthy. Best quarterback to ever play in Michigan. No, but in all seriousness. And then they got their shit kicked in. Could that be what happens to Washington tonight? Absolutely. I could absolutely see that. But who the fuck just compared Washington to? No. I'm saying a team that people are writing off and not and counting out, winning the college football playoff first game and then getting their shit kicked in. That's what I'm saying. Washington's no. Sorry. Washington is much better than TCU. All I'm saying is we just saw it last year where the underdog wins game one. Can I just say this? Forget the names TCU and Washington. The underdog wins game one of the college football playoff. They're an underdog in the championship and they get their ass kicked. Is that good clarification? I am not comparing. But hold on. I'm just strictly talking about underdogs. You're making me want to take Washington. Hold on. The problem I have, chat is taking this the wrong way. Yes, Hill Daddy. Thank you. I think if you pull your head out of your ass, you'll understand the point that I'm trying to make. Anyways, Washington, when they got disrespected against Oregon by the odds makers and professional bettors, pro bettors, if you listen to like Brad Powers and all these guys, every week they don't respect Washington. Every week. And you know what? Maybe they have a little bit of a reason to. Because if you look at what Washington did against some of these poor teams like Washington State, Stanford, USC, they didn't really beat them that well. And if you look at Michigan, they beat the absolute fuck out of teams. So maybe that's the disparity. And the reason why pro bettors and odds makers respect Michigan so much more than Washington. Sounds like a whole lot of yapping. It is a lot of yapping. I'm a yapper. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is this. Washington has been disrespected. And when they were 9.5-point dogs against Oregon, to me, I didn't bet it, but that line just screamed Oregon. And what happens? They fucking Washington wins. So when the college football playoff gets announced, after Washington just beat Oregon again as a 9.5-point underdog and becomes a Pac-12 champion, I tweeted what I thought the lines would be. Does anybody remember this? I said Michigan minus 3.5 against Alabama. And I said Washington -2 against Texas. I did. I thought an undefeated Washington team that all they do is keep winning and just took down Oregon, who everybody loved Oregon, myself included, as 9-point dog. I thought they'd finally get respect. They still didn't get respect. And a lot of people commented and said, well, if you think if Vegas comes out and makes Texas a 4.5-point favorite, and everybody commented and they were right, but they said, if you think Vegas is 6.5 points off and Washington should be a favorite, you should be hammering Washington. You know what? They were right, but I didn't, because part of me as a bettor, I respect Vegas and I think Vegas is smarter than I am. And I really had a weird feeling about Texas. But I said to myself, if Washington fucking wins this game, there is no way I can fade them. As much as I think Michigan's going to win the championship this year, I really do. I've respected them all season. I cannot fade Washington. I just can't. And they fucking do it again. So here's the last thing I will say. Here's the last thing I will say. I will just say this. If Texas would have ran the ball, they would have beat Washington with Michigan. Yeah, you might be right. So hold on. The last thing I'm going to say about this game, and this is the main reason I cannot bet on Michigan. Although if you ask me my prediction, I think it's Michigan 28, Washington 17. I really do. But I can't. That's what my head thinks. But here's my concern. When I was watching that Oregon-Washington game, not the second game, Oregon-Washington, the first game, I had to go to dinner with Greg and his wife. We had a nice little double date. We had a nice, lovely time. We went on an early 5:30 dinner. So I only got to watch the first half of the game. I had Oregon +3 in that game. And as I was watching that game, I couldn't believe how difficult Washington's offense was to stop. That was my first time really watching Washington. Their offensive play design and their schemes blew my mind. I think I even tweeted this, but I was like, how the fuck do you stop this? And fumbled, so of course there's concern after. Got you. Very funny. Doesn't make any Michigan better scared. Yes, Tay Burtis. So Washington's offense scared the absolute piss out of me. I mean, and Penix makes throws. And granted, I know everybody says he's a jump ball merchant. His receivers are incredible. My concern when I did my research in Washington in the offseason was that they had like all new starters on the offensive line. Well, it turns out they're really good. Penix is great. Their offensive line is great. And the receivers are insane. They have the best receivers in the NFL. I mean, in college football, I think. Sorry, I keep misspeaking, and I'm an idiot. No reason to be 5.5 dog. Well, there was no reason for him to be. See, how many times are we going to say this? Is my point. There's no reason for him to be 9.5 point dog against Oregon. There's no after he already beat him. There's no reason to be 4.5 point dogs against Texas when they don't have a loss and Texas has a loss. I get it, dude. I get it. But do you understand the point I'm trying to make? We've been saying this about Washington all year. You're not understanding what I'm saying. That line is crazy. Wasn't it crazy when Oregon was minus 9.5 against Washington? So you're saying what everybody has been saying. That's a great question, B-Ball. I like the under. And that is where I disagree with Steak. I don't know that Michigan has not played an offense this good. Now I just got back from being court. You better off taking Michigan live if you're betting it. I don't know. It's not a terrible. I saw George RP. I forget his name. He has Michigan starting out slow. I don't hate that, but I don't agree that it's the same reason off an emotional win against Bama. Washington, an emotional win off Texas. I mean, that came down to the last second. But I could see Washington getting out to maybe a better start than Michigan does. But Michigan really has to establish the run. And I don't like what they did against Bama with the pass. They can't be that stupid and do that again. They need to run the ball. Blake Corum is going to go off. I see no reason he doesn't. He should have 140 rushing yards. He should have 2 touchdowns. I think Corum to have 2 touchdowns is like even money, which is insane. But I can't put my money, against Washington. Is Dylan Johnson playing? Anybody know? I don't know. Oh, that would be interesting, Zed. Although I think I would go the opposite. Would you say this offense is better than Ohio State's offense with Stroud? That's a really good question, Nikki. I don't know. What does Took It for Rent have because I'm fading? I don't even know who that is. I don't get how clowns like Jordan even have followers. Entertainment. Last possession, Alabama had up 7. They threw each play 4 and out. Yeah. He seems to be good. Yep. So that's my biggest concern. In closing, I don't know. I think he's funny. Nobody cares about that bozo. It's Trent's new tool that meat rides him. Got you. He has a notebook with bad picks. Well, he wins some bets. So it Packers make playoffs. So in closing, Michigan has not, and on the counter, Michigan hasn't seen an offense this good, I don't think, all season. I think that's objectively no. And then you can ask, well, has Washington seen a defense as good as Michigan's? That's the only thing. Isn't Texas's defense pretty fucking good? And they put up 37. Okay, that's what I don't know. Hand up, I'm not a ball. I don't know enough ball to tell you where Michigan is better than Texas. Yeah, that's why I can't bet them. Texas's secondary is bad. Got it. So Special K, Ringler, any other Michigan ball knowers and Michigan fans, you would say it is for sure Michigan has a better secondary than Texas. Then that's a problem for Washington. I think you're onto something, DJ, but I don't think Vegas messes up with the line. Bad finals might be too much money involved. Oh, I don't disagree. Runs 8 deep on the DL. Okay. Will Johnson is a first-round pick in 2025. Got it. So Michigan's got a better everything than Texas. Is that what we're saying? Oh, wow. Oof. Best team they played for sure. Okay, fair enough. I think Michigan 28-17. To be honest, nobody knows how this game is about to go down, but I'm trusting Penix. Fair enough. Here's a nugget in college football. 5 dogs have closed tickets or more. They're ATS. Ooh, geez. Wow. What about the Bama D versus Washington D? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. This line was flipped. Do you think Michigan gets slurped like they are, or do you think the line opening like this convinces more people that Michigan rolls? I feel like people respect the line too much. Well, I am team line respect. I am always going to be a guy that respects the line. Hence why I didn't hammer Washington plus 4.5, even though I made Washington -2. I respect the lines too much, and that probably will cost me many times in my betting career. Play 10 on the correct score I will. I don't know if I can, but I will. So ultimately what I think is I think Michigan does clean it up. I don't think Michigan makes mistakes, and I don't think Washington's defense can hang. I think that Michigan is going to run the ball. I think they're going to find success running the ball. I love Blake Corum. Blake Corum might be my favorite Michigan player since fucking Braylon Edwards. Seriously. Or what was that guy? Anthony Thomas and Mike. What was the Mike guy, the running back? Mike something. I used to love him on NCAA 05 or 04 or some shit. What's Greg's correct score? I don't know. Rewatch Phoenix this week. This dude ain't losing. See, that's my problem. What's Greg's percent? Yeah. Mike Hart. Yeah, I used to love Mike Hart. Oh, he's the RB coach? Yeah. Yeah, Michigan's winning the national championship. That's what I think. And that's cool. That's cool. As much as I hate to say it, I'm okay with Michigan winning a national championship. I am. But I would love for Penix to just keep being Penix and Washington to be fucking to spoil everything. But it does concern me now. Everybody's on them and they feel like a trendy dog. All right. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Should we look at the board? Chick-fil-A or Wawa for lunch? I've never had a Wawa sandwich, so I don't know. I would go Chick-fil-A. My cunt, very funny. Keep Penix off the clock and chew. Yep. Oh, I like that. Yeah, because we only threw the ball 8 times against Penn State. That's your Heisman quarterback right there. The only time he's going to play a pass action 4-yard bootleg. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, look, everybody's going to be on quorum. Let's be real. Everybody's going to be on quorum. But I don't know how he doesn't hit. I don't know. Nobody. This is going to be one of those things. John Ewing's going to tweet 99% of the bets are on Blake Corum over rushing yards. Bro, you could put this line at 125. Who is taking his under? Nobody. Super Corp late. Did you lean under, DGen? Yes, I do like the under. That is where I disagree with Steak. Because I do unfortunately think Penix in Washington offense struggles a little bit. I think Michigan's defense is going to play pretty well. I don't think they're going to light up the scoreboard. I really don't. And I think Michigan controls the clock. I think they run the ball and control the clock, personally. No, Crab's better not. I think he's moved past that. Truly the only way he doesn't hit if he gets hurt. Yeah. If you like Michigan, don't you have to like the under? I do think so. Yeah. If you like Washington, you have to like the over. Absolutely. All right. That's Michigan and Washington preview. 4 for 7 for 28 yards after being called better than Tom Brady is going to be a movie. I wouldn't mind that. Okay. See something around yes, it is. Okay. Confirmed for 6 p.m. Aaron Jones yesterday and today. Oh, that's a good one. Blake Corum is today's Aaron Jones. I know plenty of people dying to get their watch tickets in, just like those Michigan. Those that like Michigan just snowball. Yeah. Watch Steak Bang. Yep. All right. Let's talk some puck. I can't share my screen because I gotta figure out some fucking setting that I just messed up. I just denied Chrome some setting or something. Love form over undone square. Whoa. Oh no, what did I just do? I made myself full screen. Oh shit. How do I get out of this? Escape. Okay, escape. All right, let's talk puck. RIP to the Carolina Hurricanes. Took a -1.5 against St. Louis the other night. Didn't come through. Oh, and regression has hit me in college basketball. I got my ass kicked on Saturday. I was so not locked. I was watching. Have you guys watched The Curious Case of Natalia Grace? I can't stop watching this thing. I've almost watched it all day. And I'm just not locked. Saturday fucked me. Oh, big time. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how he doesn't get in. DJ, is it the Pens tonight? I don't know. Let's talk. W stream yesterday. Sorry I'm late. That's all right. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out and watching. We had a good time. All right, we got 4 games today. I need to saw Rangers -1 last night at home, Vancouver. That feels like respect to Vancouver. Yeah, you know what? It's unfortunate. I ended up looking into the Devils schedule a little bit much and overthought that. My first line, I said this in Discord. I said, wow, the Canucks are finally getting road respect, I think. Or maybe I didn't say finally, but I was like, they're really connecting. They're really respecting the Canucks. And then I looked at the Devils schedule and I said, oh man, this is their last game. They've got 3 days off and they go play the road game. I think they're going to bring it. They were down 5-2. Never a chance. Yeah, that's a lot of respect for the Canucks, I think. I don't know what's the lowest the Rangers have been at home, but I mean, the Canucks are really fucking good. I don't think I really want to play the Rangers here. And you know, that Canucks Devils over was so square. This feels like a 3-2 game. 140 and up. That feels cheap. Bro, I don't know the last time I've gotten into Madison Square Garden for less than $140. Actually, no, I guess it's not cheap. Not when you say the word Canucks. Oh, wow. -130. Skid starts today. Man, Bert, I thought that would happen after they lost to the Blues. That's why I was like that. That's why I also felt better, more comfortable betting on the Devils. Because I was like, you know what? They'll probably fade a little bit. No. PRD is through the roof. I'm not buying into their success story. Oh, PDO is through the roof. Okay. Oops, I don't know what I'm doing. Flyers and Penguins. Man. Did snipe the Sabres at a plus price against the against the Penguins. Felt pretty good about that. I don't want to get my unit back. It does kind of feel like the Flyers today. It does feel like the Flyers. I don't know that I'm going to do it though. I don't know that I'm going to do it. Also, I got to pee one more time. I'm going to pee one more time. Be right back. I'm going to pee. All right, sorry about that. 3-3 overtime confirmed. Dean Jen may be pregnant with how often he's taking leaks. I know, man. I pee a lot. I'm sorry. Why am I saying sorry? Let me look at Action Network here. I like to look at the Action app for juice and lines because covers doesn't really not 100% accurate. Okay, so we got a little 5-cent move to Vancouver, 130 to 125 total, 6.5 under -115. Now it's almost -110. So a little money coming in on the over. That's interesting. No, maybe it's not 3-2 then. Pittsburgh, 120 to 125, 6.5 down to 6. Did you wash your hands? That was wait. No, I didn't. Me drinking while golfing. The other under is me peeing 15 times. Thank you, B-ball. Thank you. I'm right there with you. Or on a flight. Me on a 2-hour and 8-minute flight from Orlando to LaGuardia. Over under peeing 4.5 times. What do you guys think? Keep in mind, I have about 3 beverages. I have a beer. I have an airport beer. You got to have an airport beer. It's the best fucking beer there is. Airport beer. And then I have probably another 2 beers or 1 cocktail. I have one more beer. I like to have 2 beers and 1 cocktail. Somebody told me gin and ginger ale, and I had that on my flight to Vegas. It was fantastic. On the other day, over. Yes, soaring over. Got to have an airport beer. Got to have an airport beer. Have to. And you know what? This sounds interesting. I don't love Guinness at an airport. I don't. I like a nice lager. Like an easy IPA, like a Lagunitas. Lagunitas is good. Hope you always sit in an aisle seat for your flights. Well, Hill Daddy, I do when I can. But when I fly with my wife, she likes the window. She likes the window. DJN must be the worst golfing P-Bray. Oh, dude, you have no idea. I am bad. I'm not really a huge Yingling guy, but that's fine. What did he say? Whoa. What did he say? What are you talking about? What? Even if it's 8 a.m, airport beer must be DJ must be manifesting salami under. Really? I don't know. What is Parlay Monstrosity trying to catch me doing? What did I say? Exactly 4. Coffee before? No, I never do coffee before a flight. Never. Yeah, Stella's not bad. Stella's not bad. What did I say? Can somebody tell me what I said? I don't know what I said. I said I had no Guinness before a flight. Maybe that's what I said. Might have heard. Oh, no. I don't like Guinness before a flight. That's not my favorite airport beer. No, I'm not squatting around the salami. No. I like a more traditional beer. I had Guinness in a bottle yesterday. Shout out J-Time. Yes, Peroni's very good. Yeah, Peroni. I love Peroni. Stella's good. I don't like Stella, but before beer is fine. Eat extra cheesy sauce, bacon, airport bagel at 5 a.m. and boy, was that a mistake. Ooh, no Guinness ever too thick. No, this is one of the biggest misconceptions in the world. It's not thick. It's one of the lightest beers there is. It is not thick. There's nothing thick about it. Okay. While I don't like the board. Voodoo Ranger. I love Voodoo Ranger. It's good beer. Stars are pretty good on the road. They're not good on the puck line on the road. 7 and 10 to the puck line on the road. What are the Stars doing? Let's ask ourselves that question, shall we? Oh my God, the Dallas Stars have lost 3 in a row. Oh, there's no Ottinger. Where the fuck is my Ottinger? I need him to win the Vezina. This fucking guy. They're doing the best they can with Wedgwood, huh? No reason to get involved in this game. No reason to get involved in this game. I can't bet the fraudulent Stars. Yeah. Twizzy, you like the under? Okay. I don't have a play in that game. I don't like the board at all today. Avs 120 to 130. Is anybody going to be betting? Oh, wait, but didn't the Avalanche just get their ass kicked? Avalanche just got their ass kicked at home. Let's see. All right, the Avalanche off of a loss are really good. I mean, they don't lose many games in general. Avalanche are 16-5 at home. Bruins are 12-5-3 on the road. And the Avs do cover the puck line. That's a lot of respect to the Avs. Man, that's tough. That is really tough. Let's see. 6. It is 136.5 down to 6. Minus 118 to the over. So there's more juice coming in on that under as well. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's go. Anything in CBB tonight? I need to get back on the horse. I'm gonna go slow and steady. Anybody else profiting heavy on the? No, Bobby J. Shout out to you, man. They're fucking wagons right now. Absolute wagons. I've not faded the Bruins yet with success this season. I'm on the Avs. Grambling minus 1.5. No shit. All right, let's take a quick look. Monmouth. Ooh, I mean, right off the bat, I like Northeastern. Monmouth minus 2.5. 5-1 at home, 8-6. How do we not like Northeastern today, guys? 7 o'clock. Texas A&M Commerce against New Orleans. That's a little short. I mean, Northeastern's lost 2 in a row. They've lost 4 of 5. What did Monmouth just do? Let's see. Monmouth just won. They beat Towson by 8 at home. You like Howard at all? Didn't want to schedule anything good. Oh, that makes sense. I like Northeastern, but something gives me the heebie-jeebies. Okay, really? Yeah, that's fine. Don't force it if you got a bad vibe. Northwestern State. I will not be betting on Northwestern State today. Wow, McNeese State 12-2. Geez. Coppin State 1.5 to 3.5 against University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Wow. Maryland Eastern Shore is 0-8 on the road. They're 4-9. Coppin is 1-14. That's a terrible game. 130 down to 129.5. No touch there. No needs for CBB today. Okay. Well, you know what? If you guys aren't interested in CBB, I'm going to shut it down. I got some shit to do before I head out to my massage. Hopefully, I don't have a pinched nerve. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out. Good luck tonight. I know you've probably said it already, but what play do you like tonight, college football? Yuri Ovi, I like the under. I like the under 58. I'm against Stake on that one. I think Michigan wins. I think the score is 28. I'm not going to play the Pens. If anything, I'd go with the Avs. I think Michigan wins. My final score prediction is 28-17. Sadly, I hope I'm wrong, but I think Michigan wins. Although I am somewhat invested because I have Michigan in a parlay, so I'm okay with it with either outcome. But I can't help but love this Washington story. Miss Valley State wins outright. D-Gen. I'll be fucking right. That would be cool. If you want to keep the conversation going, get in the Discord. I got a little bit of a corp day today after my massage. Hopefully it fixes my pinch nerve. Got some shit to do late night. Stream tonight? No stream tonight. Steak's at the game. He'll be getting some content. Check in with Steak Live. Can you drop the Discord link one more time? Let's get in the Discord. We keep the conversation going there. By the way, W happy ending? No, there's no happy ending for this one. W newsletter. If anybody follow the newsletter, we ended 2-1. Shout out to no real thanks to me. Shout out to cord link. I don't know. Can I pull up the cord link? Let me see. Oh, I can open up the Discord now, actually. Let me see how I can you know what? Maybe I'll have to do it this way. Can I go through? Nobody got a fucking Discord link for me? Hold on. My channel. If I go in here live. Oh, there we go. Oh, is that what I sound like? Jesus.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Yep. W Discord. Post your massage review on Rub Maps. What the fuck is Rub Maps? Rome ATD, Roman over 27. Oh, game time. That's interesting. I would say Quorum for me. Quorum. Rub Maps. That's interesting. W Discord. Thank you, Snidesy. All right. Check you guys later. Have a great day. Also, we are going to be sending out here, you can sign up on the website for the newsletter if you haven't already. NFL ended with a bang, 2-1, not with a bang, but you know what I mean. Winning record, great NFL season. I think we ended the year 55-38 on the year and won. Rub Mat rules. That's hilarious. I never heard of it. Don't look that up. When you're doing Discord, everyone go to OnlyFans review and drop your favorite watch. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Good luck on all your bets. Asian Delight. I'm gonna probably put 1 unit on the under. And that'll be that. I wish you all the best. Good luck on your bets tonight. And I will catch you tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace.